Have you ever wondered, could a warm slice of toast and a rich cup of morning coffee, things we've always thought of as normal, quietly become the bridge leading us closer to illness, weakness, and a life of dependence? No warning signs, no loud alarms, just the same familiar breakfast repeated day after day. Just everyday choices that seem harmless. And then, one morning, in the middle of sudden chest tightness, in a wave of dizziness we can't quite place, we find ourselves asking, why is my body feeling like this? Sarah, 68, used to take pride in her simple, tidy lifestyle. All she needed was a soft bagel and a warm cup of coffee each morning. Quick, convenient, and in her mind, nothing to worry about. One fall morning, before the sunlight touched her quiet little street, Sarah suddenly felt a sharp pressure in her chest, spreading to her left shoulder. She clutched her chest, her heartbeat racing out of control. At the fear gripped her completely. I think I'm having a heart attack. But the test results told a different story. Not a full-blown heart attack, but a warning sign. Her blood pressure had spiked. Her cholesterol levels were off. She was in a pre-diabetic state. All of it had been quietly unfolding inside Sarah for years, all tracing back to those seemingly harmless breakfasts. Sarah is far from alone. Every day, millions of older adults, over 60, across America and worldwide, repeat the same mistake. A quick, convenient breakfast loaded with salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. It's a habit comforted by its familiarity, yet silently wearing down the body, little by little. Because once we pass 60, our bodies no longer function like they did at 30 or 40. The kidneys, heart, pancreas, and blood vessels become far more sensitive to every bite we take. What we used to eat freely in our younger years can now act like a slow-dripping poison. No one understands this quiet shift better than Dr. Williams, a renowned Boston nutritionist dedicated to elder health. In his 30-plus years of practice, Dr. Williams has seen countless cases like Sarah's, patients who believed they were living healthy enough lives, but were unknowingly walking themselves into a corner of chronic illness, all because of how they started their mornings. You don't need to change your whole life, he often tells his patients. You just need to start with breakfast. And he always emphasizes, one small change each morning can completely change your future. The good news is that it's never too late. Modern science has shown that even at age 70, 75, and even 80, minor changes to your morning meals can help lower blood pressure, stabilize blood sugar, support heart health, and even extend your life naturally. A bowl of slow-cooked oats instead of a packet of instant oatmeal, a boiled egg instead of a greasy strip of bacon, a glass of warm water instead of a sugary cup of orange juice. These simple daily swaps carry a surprising power to add up over time. You don't need to become a nutrition expert. Starting with tomorrow's breakfast, you must become kinder to your body. On this journey, Dr. Williams will guide us through 3 common breakfast food groups that older adults should avoid or limit, easy, age-friendly alternatives, and real stories from people like Sarah, Robert, Margaret, and Tom, who reclaimed their vitality in their later years by changing just one thing. Breakfast. Are you ready? Ready to take a fresh look at your morning habits? Ready to give yourself the chance to live healthier and happier without expensive medications or the burden of dependence? If your answer is yes, then stay with us. The knowledge you're about to discover might be the greatest gift you give yourself and the people you love. Before we continue, take a few seconds. Click like if you find this topic helpful for your health in later years. Share this video with your friends and family. Someone you know might need it more than you think. Subscribe to the channel to keep walking together toward a healthier, happier, and more independent life in your golden years. Thank you for being here. Now let's uncover the surprising truth about what you've eaten each morning. Chapter 1. Processed Foods, the hidden enemy in your breakfast. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to fall into the trap of a quick and easy breakfast, especially after turning 60? It only takes a few minutes. A packet of instant oatmeal, a frozen waffle, or worse, a sugary granola bar. Quick, convenient, and quietly damaging your health. Picture a morning in the life of Mrs. Margaret, 71 years old. Every day, her breakfast takes exactly 3 minutes. She heats a packet of instant oatmeal in the microwave and breaks a cookie to go with it. She believes she's having a healthy breakfast for seniors. But after a routine checkup, her doctor found her blood pressure was high and her kidney function was beginning to decline. Things she never imagined. And hers isn't a rare story. Processed foods have become a silent enemy in the breakfast routines of many older adults. Dr. Williams, a senior nutrition specialist, once said, "At age 30 or 40, your body can easily flush out salt, sugar, and preservatives. But after 60, your filtering organs, like your kidneys and liver, start slowing down. Every packet of instant cereal, every prepackaged pastry is like a slow drip, gradually wearing away your health. Foods like instant oatmeal, frozen pancakes, packaged sandwiches, or vitamin-fortified granola bars may look healthy. Still, they often contain high salt, refined sugar, and preservatives. A single packet of instant oatmeal can hold up to 300 milligrams of sodium. A protein granola bar might have as much as 18 grams of refined sugar. At this age, those seemingly small numbers can have double the impact, causing blood pressure to spike, putting extra strain on your kidneys, and triggering low-grade inflammation that spreads silently through your body. Sarah, 68 years old, living in Ohio, used to have what seemed like a harmless morning habit. Every day, she drank a glass of ready-made milk and ate a frozen waffle. "It's quick, tasty. What's the harm?" She laughed as she recalled. But one winter morning, she felt a sharp pain in her chest. Her daughter rushed her to the emergency room. Thankfully, it wasn't a heart attack, but the doctor gave a severe warning. She was facing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and overworked kidneys. Her light breakfast, loaded with salt, sugar, and saturated fat, had been silently undermining her health for years. Each morning, she was unknowingly pushing herself closer to dangerous complications. The enemy isn't just in the taste. It hides behind fancy names. Salt sneaks into breakfast foods in ways that don't taste salty. Refined sugar hides under names like fructose syrup, maltose, or glucose solids. Preservatives like BHA and BHT are added to extend shelf life, but also trigger inflammation and metabolic disruption. And when your immune system is weakened with age, these invisible additives become more harmful than ever. You might not feel anything right away, no stomach pain, no fatigue, but inside your heart, kidneys, and even your brain are quietly weakening with each passing day. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood through inflamed blood vessels. Your kidneys are forced to filter salt and chemicals beyond their safe limit. Your brain struggles with unstable blood sugar, leading to memory lapses and slower reflexes. Dr. Williams once put it this way: eating processed foods every morning is like pouring sand into a car engine. It won't break down immediately, but it will break down. Robert, 72, from Texas, used to take pride in his minimalist lifestyle. His mornings were simple. Pop a waffle into the toaster and stir a cup of instant coffee. Done. Quick and effortless. But he didn't realize the price wasn't just a few dollars saved on breakfast. During a routine checkup, his doctor found his LDL cholesterol had spiked. His arthritis had worsened. His fingers were swollen and stiff, making movement painful. After a deeper review, the root cause became clear. His breakfast routine was loaded with processed foods, rich in trans fats, preservatives, and chemical salts. Each bite of waffle and instant coffee sip pushed him deeper into a cycle of inflammation and declining health. Walk down any grocery store aisle today, and you'll see labels like heart healthy, nutrition for seniors, supports joint health. But look closely at the ingredients list. You'll often find artificial sugars, trans fats, sodium nitrate, BHA, and BHT. Dr. Williams calls this marketing in disguise. He once warned, "Don't trust the shiny slogans. Look at the ingredient list. If you have to Google what something is, don't put it in your body." A so-called protein bar for seniors might contain up to 20 grams of sugar, 5 teaspoons. A bottle of nutritional drink for the elderly can hold more than 300 milligrams of sodium and artificial sweeteners. The most significant danger lies in how silent it all is. Not everyone sees the damage right away, but after just a few months of the wrong breakfast choices, you might notice shortness of breath, tingling in your hands or feet, unexplained dizziness, waking up at night to urinate more often, or a memory decline. Dr. Williams emphasizes, we often blame aging, but in reality, many of these issues start with breakfast. The good news is, you don't have to skip breakfast or spend hours cooking. Dr. Williams suggests 3 simple swaps. Replace instant oatmeal with rolled oats soaked overnight in water. Swap packaged pastries for toasted whole grain bread topped with almond butter or avocado. Instead of granola bars, choose whole nuts like unsalted walnuts or almonds. These small changes can lead to significant improvements over time. Mrs. Carroll, 66, once believed she was too old to change her habits, but 7 days after cutting processed foods from her breakfast, she felt a clear difference. Easier breathing, less joint pain, and a brighter, more energized mood every morning. When I stopped eating pre-packaged breakfast foods, I felt 10 years younger. She laughed. If you've listened this far, your heart also longs for a positive change. Let us know in the comments. What's one thing you'll change in your breakfast this week? If you found this story helpful, don't forget to share it with your loved ones and subscribe to the channel. Let's walk together on this journey to protect our health in our golden years, starting with the most minor things. Chapter 2. Refined sugar. The sweet assassin in your breakfast. Have you ever started your day with a glass of orange juice, a lightly sweetened yogurt, and a small pastry? Sounds delicious, gentle, and harmless, right? Linda, 70 years old, used to think the same. Every morning, she treated herself to a sweet little breakfast, believing it would bring her positive energy to start the day. But during a routine checkup, her Dr. Williams delivered a diagnosis that left her stunned: pre-diabetes. I couldn't believe it, Linda recalled. It's not like I eat cake or drink soda every day. I have a light breakfast, but the truth is that refined sugar is hiding in many healthy foods. Dr. Williams explains that many products labeled as healthy, natural, or light are packed with refined sugar. A 240 milliliter glass of orange juice can contain 6 teaspoons of sugar. A fruit-flavored yogurt cup can hide 4 to 5 teaspoons more. Add a slice of white bread with jam and another 3 to 4 teaspoons. Within 30 minutes, your body is hit with a surge of glucose, faster and stronger than you might expect. When we're young, the pancreas and liver can power through these sudden sugar waves. But after age 60, things begin to slow down. Insulin is produced more slowly and in smaller amounts. Cells become less sensitive to insulin. The liver turns excess sugar into stored fat more quickly. As a result, blood sugar spikes and then crashes, leaving you drained and weak. Visceral fat builds up rapidly. The risk of developing type 2 diabetes skyrockets, and the aging of your cells accelerates day by day. Dr. Williams puts it, a high-sugar breakfast each morning is like throwing fuel on the silent fire of inflammation inside your body. The body always sends quiet warning signals, but we often ignore them. You may find yourself getting irritable or sleepy mid-morning. You crave sweets or carbs. You feel lightheaded when you're hungry. Your belly gains weight even though you don't eat much. Your mind feels foggy. Your memory slips. Linda shared, "One day, I was gardening, and suddenly, it felt like a fog in my head. Now I realize it resulted from too much sugar in my breakfast." The good news is that you don't have to completely cut sweetness out of your life. You need to return to nature. Dr. Williams recommends choosing berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. They're gently sweet and packed with antioxidants. Use natural cinnamon to sweeten your oatmeal or yogurt. Opt for plain, unsweetened yogurt and add fresh fruit. Linda's new breakfast: a cup of plain Greek yogurt, a handful of fresh blueberries, a sprinkle of chia seeds, and a dash of cinnamon. "I can still taste the sweetness," she says, "but it's natural. And more importantly, I don't feel tired after breakfast anymore." Tom, 68, used to start his day with a store-bought fruit smoothie. The label read, "Natural fruit blend, no added sugar." However, when Dr. Williams took a closer look at the ingredients, he found that each bottle contained nearly 32 grams of sugar. 8 teaspoons. "Tom isn't drinking juice," the doctor said. "Tom is drinking sugar." What's truly alarming is this: when you consume sugar in liquid form, your body absorbs it extremely fast. There's no fiber to slow it down. Insulin must be released quickly and in large amounts, putting pressure on your pancreas, heart, and blood vessels. Even a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice contains the sugar of 3 to 4 whole oranges. But could you eat 4 oranges in one sitting? Probably not, because all fruits contain fiber that helps you feel full. But when you extract only the juice, the fiber is stripped away, leaving just sugar and water. You end up consuming large amounts of sugar without any signal of fullness, Dr. Williams warns. With fruit juice, you're fooling your body into thinking it's not full, while flooding your bloodstream with sugar. After replacing her morning orange juice with a whole orange, Linda noticed a real difference. Her blood sugar became more stable. She stopped craving snacks mid-morning, and she felt full for longer. The sweet trap also hides in products labeled low-fat yogurt, energy bar, or heart-healthy cereal. To make up for the fat that's been removed, manufacturers often add sugar. One energy bar can contain high-fructose corn syrup, a dangerous form of concentrated sugar, and that so-called heart-healthy cereal. It might contain more sugar than a candy bar. Dr. Williams often reminds his patients, if you need a magnifying glass to read the ingredient list, it's better to put it back on the shelf. The golden rule is to choose whole foods. The fewer the ingredients, the better. You don't have to sacrifice flavor to enjoy a sweet and healthy breakfast. Dr. Williams offers a few delicious options: overnight oats with berries and chia seeds, whole grain toast with almond butter, plain Greek yogurt mixed with cinnamon and walnuts. And instead of orange juice, try eating a whole orange or sipping on a warm glass of lemon water with a touch of raw honey. After 3 months of changing his breakfast routine, Tom naturally lost 13 pounds, stabilized his blood sugar, slept better, and felt more precise and focused daily. Dr. Williams sums it up beautifully. You don't have to cut sweetness out of your life. You have to choose the kind of sweetness your body truly loves. Linda, Tom, Carol, they're all living proof that simply changing your breakfast can change the course of your health. You can start today. Take a fresh look at your morning meal. Choose just one small change and see what happens after 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. If you found this information helpful, comment below. I'm ready to change my breakfast. And don't forget to like and share this video so more people can learn how to protect their heart and health. starting with the very first meal of the day. Chapter 3. High-fat foods, the silent wreckers in your breakfast. Have you ever thought that starting your day with a rich, savory breakfast could quietly weaken your health after age 60? David, 75, once believed it was just what his body needed. Every morning, he had what he proudly called a classic American breakfast: 2 eggs fried in butter, 3 crispy bacon strips, and a slice of white bread thickly spread with butter. Sitting by the dining room window, looking out at his small garden, he felt content. At my age, I need a full meal to keep my strength up, he told himself. But just one routine health check changed everything. Dr. Williams, a specialist in senior nutrition, stood holding David's blood test results, a serious look on his face. "David," he said gently, "your LDL cholesterol has exceeded the safe range, and your vascular inflammation markers are climbing too." David was stunned. He had never imagined that his breakfast, a habit he'd kept for decades, silently harmed his heart. Dr. Williams gently explained that after age 60, our bodies become less efficient at processing fat, especially saturated fat, which is found in foods like bacon, sausage, and animal-based butter. Saturated fat raises LDL, or bad cholesterol in the blood. It contributes to plaque buildup in the arteries, which narrows and hardens them, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. What's most concerning is how silent the early warning signs can be. Fatigue, mild shortness of breath, and fleeting chest discomfort, easily ignored symptoms. A high-fat breakfast, Dr. Williams said, forces your digestive system to work overtime from the very start of the day, and it drains your energy all morning. David thought back, and it was true. In recent weeks, he often felt bloated, sleepy, and worn out, even after finishing breakfast. And it's not just bacon or sausage. Even harmless foods, like a buttery croissant, frosted waffles, chocolate muffins, or syrup-drenched pancakes, are fat traps in disguise. A single small croissant can contain more than 10 grams of saturated fat, about the same as 4 strips of bacon. These light and tasty baked goods often carry serious risks, packed with high fat and refined sugar. They may feel like a treat, but for the heart, they're a quiet threat that builds up over time. Dr. Williams also pointed out something most people never consider. A high-fat breakfast can directly interfere with how your body absorbs medications, especially those for blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions. Many medications require a stable digestive environment to work correctly. A National Institute on Aging study found that older adults who ate high-fat breakfasts had twice the risk of reduced medication effectiveness than those who had healthier meals. This helps explain why some patients take their medications faithfully, yet their conditions don't improve, and they spend the day feeling tired, foggy, or unfocused. Martha, 68, used to start her mornings with a croissant and a sweetened coffee. She believed it was a light breakfast. But a few years later, she was diagnosed with mild atherosclerosis, prediabetes, and chronic joint pain. Dr. Williams advised her to swap the pastry for fresh fruit or whole grain bread, replace her buttery croissant with dark rye toast topped with natural nut butter, and add a boiled egg to her morning routine. 4 months later, her LDL cholesterol dropped by nearly 20%. Her blood sugar stabilized, her joint pain eased, and her morning energy lasted throughout the day. Dr. Williams always says, start small, start smart. Simple swaps, like replacing pastries with whole oats, bacon with grilled salmon or skinless chicken, and fried eggs with soft-boiled or gently scrambled eggs without oil, can ease the burden on your heart, improve medication absorption, and boost your energy for the whole day. Dr. Williams also recommends a few easy and delicious breakfast ideas. A bowl of whole grain oats with berries and walnuts, whole grain toast with avocado and thinly sliced tomatoes, a boiled egg with cucumber slices and roasted almonds, unsweetened Greek yogurt with strawberries and a spoonful of raw honey. These breakfasts help stabilize blood sugar, lower cholesterol, reduce joint inflammation, and boost memory. 6 months after changing his breakfast habits, David returned to the clinic. Dr. Williams smiled as he reviewed the new test results. "You've turned the clock back at least 10 years, David." And David, with brighter eyes and a stronger voice, shared this simple truth. "If I can do it at 75, anyone can. All it takes is starting with a new breakfast." If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like to support us in sharing more tips for healthy living, and leave a comment below. What's one small change you'll start with tomorrow morning? Please do it for your health. Please do it for your happiness in the years ahead. Final chapter. The journey begins with one kind breakfast. Do you remember Sarah? She began her journey of change with one simple realization, that her morning toast and coffee, which seemed harmless, were quietly damaging her heart. And Robert, the one who didn't like cooking, used to rely on instant oats. But after just a few weeks of preparing simple breakfasts by hand, he felt a new energy awaken in his body. Each story we've explored, Sarah, Robert, Linda, Margaret, Tom, and Helen, isn't a tale of miracles. They all began with something small, a decision to change breakfast. Can you see it now? Even with age piling up, the opportunity to care for your body is always right before you. No one is asking you to give up everything overnight. No one expects perfection. All it takes is, today, choose a better breakfast. Today, say no to processed foods. Today, reach for fresh fruit instead of refined sugar. Today, choose healthy fats over grease-soaked bacon, because today is the beginning of something powerful. Not a diet, not a rule book, just a small act of kindness to your body, future, and the years still waiting for you. If this message speaks to you, leave a comment below. I'm starting my journey with one kind breakfast, and don't forget to like and share this video so more people can start their journey toward health, one peaceful morning at a time. Just imagine, 1 year from now, you look back and see the difference. Your blood pressure is steadier, your blood sugar is balanced, your body feels lighter, your mind is clearer, your mornings begin with calm energy and a peaceful heart. And most importantly, you've given yourself the gift of a future filled with independence, confidence, and joy. You didn't just add more years to your life, you made those years count. If you're still listening at this very last moment, I know this much about you. You care about yourself, you value your health, and you believe that aging is not the end, but a new beginning. If you're already embracing a healthy breakfast habit, congratulations. You're a rare gem in this world. And if not yet, know this: it is never too late to begin. One small change this morning, a brighter, stronger future ahead. Please do it for yourself. Do it for the people you love. If this journey has touched you, leave a comment below. Where will you begin? Will it be a breakfast with no refined sugar, a bowl of slow-cooked oats, or maybe just a smile, knowing you're getting stronger every day? Don't forget to like to help spread this message of wellness. Please share the video so someone out there can start their journey too. Subscribe to the channel so we can walk together through the stories still to come, where every morning is a blessing for your body and soul.